19 April 2023, Wednesday. Let's discuss today's market technical outlook with the TWB chart, shall we? Let's go. All right, so first of all, before we go into the charts, once again, I love to do the same thing once again. I like to check the China A50 market. Wow, look at the pullback. Oh, this is crazy though. Now we saw the breakout 2 days ago. That is the clear indication that the market is going to go higher. Can you see right over here? Well, judging from here, what we can see is that, yeah, I need to change my thing. We can see that the market basically broke up towards the 13,500 area, but then it seems that pullback this morning. Well, this could be just a normal pullback. Well, we're going to look at this closer. If the market pulls further, then the downside could be back to the 38.2 Fibonacci level, and that's 13,183. So it's still too early to call, but I would like to say this, guys. I really don't like what is going on right now with the entire world inflation issue. And of course, we can see that these are all the charts pattern. I have to clear them away to make it easier for all. Let me just take this out. This is the Fibo. This is the technical. Oops, I think that is that one. Need to just do it on its own. Okay, all right, that's a Fibo level. So the channel also take it out because it's no longer good for that. Okay, let me just take the channel. Okay, so what we can see is that the market was consolidating at 13,000, the psychological level, and now it broke above it. So by right, we should see further upside to 13,662. But if the market fail, then coming back to 13,183 is really possible. Now, from the RSI momentum, it should see more upside. But of course, if the market breaks below 13,000, then selling will really bring it back down to 11,000 to even 12,000. Okay, so that's China A50. Let's look at the US market. Now, the US market for today, you can see very clear that we have a triple doji, right? 3 doji in a row. This is something that unusual. Okay, very unusual. And so if the market is to continue to have any upside, right, it means that we're going to look towards going all the way to 34,300 level based on the doji, what they call consolidation. But if the market breaks down instead, then the market could really go down all the way to 33,305 area. So traders, you need to watch out for this. Yeah. Okay, I'm not too sure why my annotation shows the not thick enough for today. Very odd. Okay, let me just try to the width, no wonder. Okay, here we go. All right, so for today, that is the 2 numbers I'm looking at. For TWB chart, right, we can see pretty clear that this is a DJDT for the 3rd straight day. And we have the pivot 2 at 33,827 as a very important base support. If the market breaks below that, we could see coming down all the way to 33,473, which is like pretty near to what I mentioned about, which is here. All right, and 33,305 is very near to the MA30 over here. So it could be a very interesting pit stop because the 90% level is at 33,258. Yeah. Now, KSI is red, KCX is black or blank. So that means that the spoils are selling, but the momentum is still there. There are people buying from the bottom. Yeah, because some people still think that it's pretty low right now. They feel like it's good to buy. So of course, I have a main question mark, but it doesn't matter. So to me, very simple. It's DJDD. If the market stays below OP, today will be a sell. Now, if the market can go back above opening price, is 33,978, then we can see going back all the way up to 34,180. So of course, with Netflix result not that fantastic, Goldman Sachs too. So I think that the market most likely will see some profit taking first. Now, judging from the NASDAQ, you can see pretty clear why. Now, the NASDAQ shows that the market, if it goes down, it should be heading towards the next fresh chocolate bar, and that's 12,856 based on what we're seeing right now. All right. Now, why NASDAQ coming down is because of Netflix result, nothing fantastic. In fact, a lot of people are buying in anticipation of good result. So all these play its part. And of course, today's a DJDD, meaning the opening price is critical. The NASDAQ opening price is 13,084. So staying below it, it will be a sell, right? And of course, pivot 2 is 13,036, and the market has traded below it. Now, we all know in TWB, once the market goes below opening price and below pivot 2, usually it's a sell signal, and it's really coming down right now. And in my opinion, yes, indeed, the NASDAQ should be coming down. I think it'll challenge 12,943. That is an MA 30. Now, interesting, KSI and KCX are on the positive side. So that is based on yesterday's data. So if the market is swinging those downside, right, guys, you do suspect that the market will have some buying interest as the price come down. Because based on yesterday's indication, there will be buyers coming in, yeah? So if the market can come down to 12,943 and so-called stabilize itself, then maybe we can see a support. But of course, usually when the market is trading below pivot 2, I will prefer to sell than to buy, okay? So that is my view on the NASDAQ. S&P 500, we can see very clear on S&P that today, same thing, black candle is a white candle. So if we go down further, we may see all the way to 4092 level. Now where we are right now is 41.34, the opening price 41.54. So which means that if the market stays below OP to this a DJDD, so the market will sell. And of course, 41.37 happened to be the pivot 2. The market just broke below it, hence again added pressure on the selling side. Now, the support for this, well, look at it, it'll go all the way down to 4096, which is at 85%. Now, the Dow is at 95% and S&P is at 85%. Well, there's a big difference over there. Now, the KSI is green as no KCX, so which means that the market is very bullish. So if the market comes down, right, I do expect some, some base support at every KDR level, yeah? Okay, so that is what we have for the US market, right? Let's look at the Hang Seng. Now, Hang Seng today is beautiful, guys. Look at Hang Seng. Now, this morning, Hang Seng, when it opened, right, I was telling my friend that, look, if once you open, if it stay down, it will come down to 20,281. And incredibly, the low of today came down all the way to 20,281 before rebounding. This is the power of the KCB, all right, the Cal Chocolate Bar. And of course, what made me so certain was because when the market went up, it touches the MLP, the mid-level price, and pull back. And when it pulled back, right, it actually broke below pivot 2. Now, below OP, below pivot 2, and touching MLP should give me downside. And truth be told, the market really came off and tested 20,281. This is very incredible. This is pure TA. But the thing is this, the KSI stays green and KCX now is extending a little bit. So that means the selling momentum is coming in right now, even though the boys are buying along the way. But if the momentum is coming, you should really consider go slow. Now, there's no higher or lower weightage between the two indicators. Just that we put them together and you look at the price action, you should know that why certain thing happened for a reason, yeah? So if the Hang Seng loses 20,281 for whatever reason tomorrow or next few days, wow, the downside can be all the way to 19,958. Yeah, it is actually possible. So let's watch this very closely. Right, pardon me, I'm having a bit of flu right now. It's not helping me much, but I should take a little break, but I just want to feel that I feel committed to share this with you. So let's continue. Yep. So pardon me. All right. So we have white candles, and today the market stays below opening price, and therefore we should expect the Nikkei to drop back to 28,361 level. Right? It is possible. Why not? Because you can see right now the opening price exactly near the pivot 2. So as long as the market stays below OP and below pivot 2, the market to come down to 28,361 is actually very possible. And of course, with the KSI has been red all the way. Now, of course, you can see the price are all going up recently. To have my KSI red, you may like laugh over it, but of course, we couldn't have done anything because there's no KCX. So as long KSI is red, but there's no KCX, right, we won't do anything here itself. But the thing is that once it breaks below pivot 2, usually we will continue by selling, because always remember this, TWB has two very important guidelines. One is to follow the OP and the other to follow the pivot, yeah? So that is something that we need to take note of. Okay, so we've done the Nikkei. Let's look at the FTSE right now. FTSE is coming down right now, as you can see. FTSE open straight away comes off. This is like an omega sign. So which means that the downside, it will be at the 78.55. Okay, so it's about 20 more points away. It is possible. Now, the thing is this, as we can see from the TWB chart, right? Okay, we have broke above the pivot 2, so we're not too sure where we're heading. And today the MLP is at 79.03, which the market high was 79.05. So by touching MLP and pullback is not a good sign. So now it's going to be highly supported at this point here, okay, which is at 78, 75 area. I believe that is the level. And the thing is this, if the market continues to slide further, it may drop all the way back to 78.20 because that is where the end of it here, all right, recently. Okay. All right, so we are done. Let's look at DAX. Well, DAX most likely we're going to pull back to 15,849 because that is the level that we are seeing right now. And of course, for DAX on the TWB side, nothing much I can offer. Well, because it's opening price between two pivot. So MLP is 815,893, which I saw that the market, there's some interesting, what do you call, event. And now the thing is that if it breaks below 15,831, it will be right below, slightly above the KCB target. So of course, let's see how it goes. If the market do pull back, we do expect it to come down lower, and hopefully, things will get better. All right, but the KSI is green, KCX is blank, so that means that the bullishness is still there. So that's the reason why the market just don't seem to really come off. Yeah. Okay, then on the equation for the indices, let's look at the crude oil. Now, a lot of people have been asking me about crude oil, and I tell you guys, for crude oil, don't harbor any hope. First wait for a while. So truth be told, now crude oil has been down for the 5 days and it's broke below the $80 mark, but I cannot see that this is done by the White House. Yeah. So all I can tell you that, right, follow the colors, you can actually find things very easily. But end of the day, just take note of that, right? With the follow through, make sure that you follow. So if the market continue to go down further, wow, they could bring it down all the way to 74, and that will actually cause a big problem to those people who have been what do you call buying this crude oil. Yeah. Okay, for the TWB side, right, so this is a DJDD, so the opening price is important, and this opening price today happened to be near to the DJ itself. So $81 is the opening price. If the market stays below the $81, there will be some selling, and truth be told, you can see the market really sold. In fact, you can see that the market came down all the way from $81 to 79.64. It's really going down towards the pivot level. Yeah. KSI is green and no KCX, which is really ridiculous because we all can see that it is really there. So all I can say is that, everybody has a runway to report their thing. So for me, I already said before, guys, don't expect the crude oil to shoot up first. Let's have a pullback, comfortable when everything's online, then we buy up again. Let's go to places that we will, let's buy up and see how it goes on there. Yeah, because I think that will likely be happening. All right, I apologize for this. My running nose is really, really bad. And I really try my best to do this. All right, for Euro, you can see it's coming back down. Chocolate bar is 1.09214. And this morning, it basically opened higher than pivot one, but by right, we should see more upside. But now we're seeing the downside is coming in. And it also created a zebra effect. So which means that the next few days, things will get very, very choppy. So guys, you need to be careful. KSI is green, KCX is having a blue bar, so that means that there's some selling pressure coming in, but without really coming in to destroy anything here. So let's just watch this closely. Yeah, so that's very powerful, right? Okay, let's look at the pound. Well, the pound is interesting. The pound basically went up all the way and then fizzled out towards the end. 1.25219 will be the target that you're going to go for. And for this one here itself, right, what we need to do is that it was open between the two pivot. So MLP is seemingly very strong. If the market touches MLP and rebound, that means it's there. So the MLP, right, the low, right, open, high, low, what the 1,239.85. Wow. Okay, so that means that this have touched the MLP. Yeah. Okay, so for this side, the pound goes up. The upside will be 1.2461. The downside could be 1.2376. KSI is green, KCX a bit of blue, so that means that the market is still okay. All right, so that basically settled most of the cover. All right, so most of the in the market. Okay, I need to do the dollar yen now. Where's my dollar yen? Now, dollar yen just eclipsed the black candle once again. So again, this eclipsing is very fantastic. Okay, for the dollar yen today, it's actually moving past a bit the BNB RL and trying to go on to the front desk. So if the market continue to go higher, we can see 135.14 coming in with the 135.46 at the MA 200. KSI is green, KCX is nothing, so it's very, very bullish. But of course, we want to really for the people as well, right? It's not just something accurate, they really want to spend more time. So let's see whether can we go and see 135.36 in the near term. Okay. All right, we're done on this. Look at the gold market. Now, gold is coming off fast. Now, guys, I've been telling you guys this for gold. I've been telling you this. Don't buy gold right now. It's a bit too expensive. I've been telling you this. So don't buy. All right, gold has came off. It has crossed the body length of the white candle. So it's going for the next point, which is at 1968. Okay, so this is something that you must take note of. 1968. All right, and the next level could be as low as 1963. Okay, now the market has just broke below the pivot 2, so this is not a healthy sign. So of course, again, let's see how it goes. Let's see whether it can come down further. I suspect that we can see about 1956 level. Once we go there, I think we can slowly accumulate bit by bit. Yeah. All right, there's something that I want to share with you on the current situation right now. Okay, let me just bring it in. But yeah, there's something wrong with my site. Okay, never mind. So that's gold for you. Then look at silver. Now, silver is also coming off. I mentioned that you guys, silver about 26 level, you have to get out first and let it pull back down. Now it's 24.75, maybe it's 24.53 or 23.97. That will be a better choice. By now, if you're buying here, you might be buying towards the upside, right? So it could be a bit tough though. All right, for silver, you can see that the downside for today, we can reach all the way to 24.50. And if there's no disruption, we can even see all the way to 24, okay? So that's something to look out for. For TWB, well, today it has closed traded below opening price, went below MLP and below pivot 2. So we do suspect that this is going to continue to go down lower. Hence, therefore, right, we believe that this would be able to see it on 24th. If that is on the 30th, I'm sorry, on the MA30, which is on the 24.31 target. Now it's 24.7. I think it should be able to measure 600. All right, so that is the this gold and silver. Let's look at Bitcoin, Ethereum to wrap it up. So this is Bitcoin. As you can see, we mentioned to him to be very careful. All right, this morning there was still some retaliation on the Bitcoin, but then now I think they are quite clear. So 1 day up, 2 days down, and the black seemingly is much stronger than the rest. And if you want your onto something here, and the way it closed was very interesting. It closed exactly at the KCB, so that means that people that no, I'm able to control everything. So if the market breaks 29,109, well, we can see coming down all the way to do this 28,106. Okay. Now the thing is that for Bitcoin today, it's a big candle. All right, but it's not a FIBO yet. Okay, so if the market continues to do this, then who knows? We can see Bitcoin coming back down all the way again to this point, which is at 76,769, which is a very good good show. And the thing is this for me right now, the KSI is green and KSX is blank. So by right, we should see an upside. But now the market has going to touch the pivot 2, and once you hit pivot 2, seriously, it can be worse. All right, so that's why I say that don't play and don't have possession. Okay, this is something that we must take note of. Okay, now last one will be the Ethereum. Wow, Ethereum really slammed down. It was at 2100 yesterday, and now it's slammed down all the way to 1967, a level that I mentioned. Remember, I said that if going to be any pullback on this and it breaks the pivot 2, right, and it will come off like 1939. So all I can say is this: you look at the chart right now, it's been quite sideways for a while, and then after that we have this unfortunate twist of event. And now with this Ethereum coming down right now, I think Bitcoin will be coming next. Yeah, what do you think? All right, that'll be all for today's technical side. This is Cal signing off. Have a good day. This is Cal saying bye-bye.